Hey guys, Leomuki here, and I'm back with another What If Izuku Was a Villain Part 8. In the last video, I talked about Izuku defeating the Nomu at the USJ attack, and actually am getting more recognized by everyone in Class 1A. And other stuff happens as well. So, let's begin. After what happened at the USJ attack, everyone in Class 1A starts to get more recognized. And wondering how everything is going, they still wonder about their teacher, about Aizawa. He arrives, but not as badly damaged as he was in canon. It's mostly just his arms that are more badly bruised instead of his face, so his quirk isn't half-ened or is weakened like in canon. After telling them about himself, he begins telling them about the sports festival and that this is the time to show what they can do to the world, as one day they'll be pros, and this would give them a chance to strut their stuff. Everyone is excited to hear about this because they look forward to showing how skilled they really are. However, Izuku doesn't really care as much. Izuku used to love this a lot as a kid, seeing the next generation of heroes showing what they got in this, but he doesn't really care too much at all, as everyone else is hyped for it. Ochako and Ida also ask if they're going as Izuku if he's pumped for the sports festival as well. He gives out his honest answer, saying he doesn't really care about it at all. He just thinks it's just a glorified show of Quirk's abilities. It isn't really much, believing that it's just going to be showing people who barely even have any skill at all. Everyone feels a little bit down, but Izuku just leaves, saying that didn't really mean to sound depressing, but it's just his honest opinion. Soon after, he leaves from the class and soon sees a group of students in front of him, wondering on who they all are. Bakugo also just tries leaving as well, asking them move extras. Izuku, hearing this saying, basically feels the same sentiment, but not in an assholeish way. As many people like Tetsu, Monoma, and even Shinso basically tell them that they're thinking that they're hot stuff since they fought against villains and everything. Izuku says, "I don't really care," and just walks off. As many people thinking he's just, being arrogant and selfish. During a week of them training, the first week of them training, Izuku gets a call from Shigaraki and All For One, as he tells them what's going on for him. That he tells them that he doesn't really care too much about the sports festival, that it won't really do much for him in his mission as the spy of UA. However, All For One tells him that this is a grand opportunity to show people how strong you truly are, and when you become a villain, everyone will feel the dread and despair seeing one of the strongest heroes in UA become a villain. Izuku, hearing this, actually starts to get a little bit more pumped, saying that this would be a good chance for him to be well known as the new symbol of evil. Shigaraki also tells him that this is a good way to get him a good internship after the sports festival as well. Izuku hears both of them out and says that he'll give it his all training to become the strongest. Hearing this, they are both happy to hear that. As Izuku keeps on training both Enhanced Body and Blackout past their limits, but thanks to both of them helping each other out, both Enhanced Body and Blackout can can push past Izuku's body without having any negative repercussions. All for One was hoping that Izuku could get stronger using these two quirks to balance each other. After a week of them training, they arrive at the sports festival arena. As Izuku got the top score in the entrance exams, he has to give out a speech in front of everyone. Izuku's speech more goes like he doesn't care about being famous. He doesn't care about showing how strong he is. All he wants to do is prove that heroes should be strong, should only care about protecting others, should give it their all to saving others, both civilians, heroes, and villains alike. That it isn't about fame, fortune, or proving who's better. A hero's job is to protect, save, and always be there for others. His speech goes like that, as many people are actually inspired hearing that. Many claps come even from many of the students. It didn't seem too arrogant, selfish, or at least one-sided. Izuku, as many people actually give Izuku some praise for such a speech. Bakugo even feels irritated hearing such a thing, as he starts to feel a little bit inspired as well. Soon after midnight tells them about their first challenge in the sports festival, they all head back to the waiting room and relax. During this time, Todoroki comes up to Izuku and asks. Izuku is wondering on why Todoroki's in front of him, and soon after, Shoto tells him, "Midoriya, do you have two quirks?" Everyone began widening eye after hearing Todoroki ask such a question. Even Izuku decided to stand up and ask, "Why would you ask that? Of course I don't have two quirks." Shoto began counteracting Izuku's saying and says, "The way you fought that Nomu, it didn't seem like you had one quirk. It almost looked like you had a super strength quirk at that." Everyone began also wondering that he was able to throw the Nomu like that as well. As Izuku said, Look, I was able to throw it because I tapped in some, limiter. I felt like my life was on the line there, so I had to give it everything I got. So yeah, that wasn't some superhuman quirk, that was just me, that was just pure adrenaline." As everyone began saying, since that made sense and there's no possibility a person can even have two quirks. Izuku also, as Shoto tells him that, even so, it looked like you were trying to one-up everyone by proving that you're stronger than even All Might. So I'll prove that I'm stronger than you in this. Better, as Shoto basically declared war against Izuku. As Kirishima says, "Well, come on, guys, calm down. We're all friends here." As Shoto begins telling Kirishima that we're not friends. We may be classmates, but we're all against each other in this. So every one of us are an obstacle. As everyone begins getting down and hearing this, as Izuku also gets a little pissed off. What makes you think that this is all about? Sure, this is all about us proving who's stronger. But remember, this is about us trying to get stronger. Get sponsors to help us in our careers as heroes. If you're trying to prove something, you have nothing to prove to me at all." Shoto gets a little irritated hearing that and just decides to wait outside as everyone prepares for the obstacle course. And they move out. And I'll end this here. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more of this, please like and comment, and also subscribe too. I'll probably make the next video as soon as possible, and I look forward to seeing all you guys there again. Still, this is Leon Moki signing out. Later.